Alrighty, Sparky family. DJ here with another edition of Was It Worth It SmackDown. And yes, we had a very nice Extreme Rules Sunday. And this is the first SmackDown after the aftermath of Extreme Rules. So let's see what happened. An enraged Jeff Hardy did address Shinsuke Nakamura about their match tonight. About the United States title match. He wanted to invoke his rematch clause, and that he got to do. So, he was really enraged. He said he was going to win tonight, and it was short, sweet, and to the point. So, yeah, you can check it out if you like. And next we had a 5-star match with AJ Styles defeating Sienna Almas. And it was a really good match with Selena Vega at ringside. And this match went back and forth. It seemed like AJ Styles had a move, but every time he had a move, Sienna Almas had a counter for everything or another move to back it up. So, looked like Almas was going to win 3, 4, and 5 times, but as we all know, AJ Styles is the phenomenal one, so he found a way to win. So you can check that segment out. It was really good match. Next we have Becky Lynch defeated Mandy Rose, and she's been on a tear as of late, defeating Charlotte, Mandy, both of the Iconics, and as a result of, she defeated Mandy Rose, but as a result of the last few weeks winning all these matches, she gets a non-title match with Carmella next week. Paige declared, and if Becky Lynch can win that match, she will get a women's championship match at Extreme Rules. So please you can check this match out. It was really good. It did go back and forth a lot. You thought Mandy Rose could win, but in the end, Becky Lynch has just been too strong the last few weeks. So y'all can please check that out, and please check out the match next week with Carmella and Becky Lynch, with the stipulation being that if she wins, she gets a title match at SummerSlam. Next, we had Samoa Joe and Ty Dillinger. Last week on the entryway, Samoa Joe attacked Ty Dillinger, so this week we have a match. And this match was brutal in the beginning. Ty Dillinger did take Samoa Joe down a little bit, but in the end, Samoa Joe just found a way to put him in the Queen clutch, and he just tapped out. So it was a quick match, wasn't too long. You don't have to check it out, but it might be a little rivalry that's brewing for SummerSlam. We'll have to wait and see. Next we have The Miz, as stated earlier in the night on SmackDown. They stated that The Miz was going to have something on Miz TV for the funeral of Team Hell No. But Daniel Bryan interrupted that tonight, and it was, he just interrupted it, and Miz called Team Hell No dead, and claimed that Daniel Bryan is destroying his legacy. Well, as we all know, this little Miz Daniel Bryan feud has been bowling over for months. Might be a long-term thing, we don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. You don't have to check that segment out. It wasn't too great, but you can if you like. Next we had a really good match with Kofi Kingston and the New Day at ringside, with Eric Young and Sanity at ringside. It was Eric Young defeating Kofi Kingston in one-on-one match with both teams at ringside. And it was a really good match. We had a little bit of stuff on the outside of the ring. Won't mention too much, but both superstars, kept an eye on the ring, with New Day on the side of Kofi Kingston and Sanity on the side of Eric Young. And this match kind of went back and forth like you expected. As we all know, they had their tables match on the kickoff show Sunday, so it was really good. But this match was just as good, and I hope Sanity keeps winning. I agree with Liam's and Issa's thing on Sunday when they said on the podcast that they should be winning more, and I do agree with that, because I do like the main roster to keep with the storylines of NXT. Next we have your main event with Jeff Hardy versus Shinsuke Nakamura in a United States Championship rematch from Extreme Rules on Sunday. And Jeff Hardy did win via disqualification. This match was really good all the way to the end. Went back and forth a lot, even though we know Jeff Hardy is partially injured. I don't think he's 100%, but I still think he's about 80 to 70%. And he can still do his high-flying moves, so yeah, he's really good. Looked like Jeff Hardy had the pin, but to no avail, as we all saw Sunday night. Randy Orton came back and kicked Jeff Hardy in the lower regions, and he came back and did a little more on SmackDown. So Jeff Hardy did win, but via disqualification. So yeah, it was a really good match. Did go back and forth. He attempted to fight back, but you know it's the Apex Predator. He's not gonna lose his momentum just coming back. So yeah, that was that, and that was SmackDown. SmackDown was, I don't know if it was an A+ this week. I'm not gonna say it was. It was very close. I will give it an A. It was really good. Had a lot of good points in there. A lot of good matches. All the matches were good. Oh, and I did forget to mention one thing. Aiden English did apologize, but he apologized to Lana and not to Rusev. So I think we're having a Aiden English Rusev feud. And this happens right after Jeff Hardy does his thing in the beginning. So it's right after that, backstage with Lana and Aiden English. Aiden English said she'll talk to Rusev, but we don't know what's going to happen. I think they're breaking up. We'll just have to wait and see. So this week's was an A. Really good. So please check out SmackDown this week. And if you like my video, hit the like button. And hit the subscribe button so we can have more subscribers, please. And also hit that notification button so you know when we go live at 1 p.m. Central Time on Sundays for our podcast, Shooting with the Smarky Family. And we also are going live for Slammiversary Impact's pay-per-view this week at 7 p.m. Central Time. So please check that out. And we do go live for all pay-per-views, and we're trying to go live for more 9 WWE pay-per-views. So until next week.